someone asked about Liverpool and is it a broken dressing room? The wheels have come off, literally. Like, they have come off.
Completely.
In the last 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, they look like the team I thought at the start of the season they would be like. I said it. I fought with people online. I like the time because I said it at the start of the season, and I had a lot of fights with Liverpool fans where I kept saying Liverpool is 2 players short of competing for the title. I said that at the very start of the season. And then they kept on going, and I kept saying, guys, we keep waiting for them to drop. They're not. And at the turn of the year, I asked you guys, maybe the fairy tale is on.
Yeah.
But then it just seems to have unraveled in recent weeks.
I think there has been so much things that have been going under behind the scenes that have been going on for us to even notice the problems that Liverpool has been facing. Because I think yesterday's Salah's reaction, I think it was the boiling point of what was really happening in the dressing room. Because I don't think Salah would have reacted in that kind of manner had there not been anything that has been happening in the behind the scenes. Because tell me anything, tell me what can Klopp tell Mo Salah at that point of the game for him to react in such a manner. Yes, I understand that maybe he came on in the 70th minute of the game. Maybe that would have been a reaction for him to react in such a manner. But I think that there is so much that has been going on between him and especially him and Klopp for him to react in such a manner. Even at the end of the game, Klopp hugged everyone except Salah. And just to finish it off, I think Salah's comments at the end of the game was a snapshot of what really is happening.
Let me borrow first from Roy Keane. Roy Keane says a player should be angry at being dropped.
Yeah.
Salah was dropped.
Yeah,
Let's not kid ourselves. It was the second game in 3 that was being dropped.
Yeah.
Second game in 3.
Yeah.
So he was dropped. So of course he's unhappy. He's the superstar. He's the star player. He's everything.
Yeah.
He's their main guy. So when he's dropped twice, he will be unhappy. When he's dropped twice and then he's brought on when they're drawing 2-2 or rather losing 2-2 because 2-2 is like a loss to them. He will, of course, have emotions, which is fine. I think it's only fair. I'd be surprised if you have no reaction. Like, given your ego and who you are, I think it's only fair you have that kind of reaction. Now, the question maybe we should ask is, was Klopp justified in dropping him? Which I think he was.
Yeah,
I think Salah's and Sammy pointed this out maybe around the AFCON. And he said, look, Salah seems to be the main guy, so what happens when he can't go?
Yeah.
I don't think Salah has been great.
He's been average.
The Everton game was a particular, like, come on, Salah, come on. Yeah, like this, there, come on. So I didn't read too much into, what's happened? No, I just thought, first of all, as a team, they are desperate because everything is falling apart. So everyone is on the edge. It's not like, let's relax. No, we've seen this happen. Midweek. Now we are dropping further and further off, and then it's his last season, it's his great season, it's whatever. So everyone is nervous. So when everyone is edgy and anxious and a bit frustrated, you will get the.
Yeah.
That's the way I saw it. I didn't read so much into so much has happened. I just thought this is just frustration. I like this one. It's a microcosm of how the whole team is feeling to what is happening. That's the way I saw it.
I just think that Liverpool just had too much to handle towards the end of the season. They're thinking about, we're trying to give Klopp a good farewell. We're trying to fight for the title. And they just don't have the capacity to handle all that at this particular moment. For Salah, he's a top player. But I think he should also just look at the situation, look at the scenario. I've not been playing him for the past 1 month. The coach is justified to drop me. To be fair, yes, get angry, yes, but that kind of reaction was unwarranted. And I remember last summer, I was here saying Liverpool need to sell Salah. That amount of money was crazy, 140, and this is why.
Yeah, but who do you replace him with?
That was the only big question.
Who do you replace him with? You can't just sell him and leave yourself, for the lack of a better word, naked.
I mean,
you have to have someone. Wokabi. You do the math. You're like, let him keep us in Champions League, and then, because the money will come. The Saudis are coming. But at least he's kept us in Champions League.
But remember, Wokabi, before Salah came to Liverpool, he didn't have the same stats. Before money came to Liverpool, he wasn't the same player that he was at Liverpool.
Yeah, but now that I am,
you will always
But you
find
can't
another
risk
player.
no, you don't always find another
with
player.
Klopp- with
That
Klopp's
is a
system,
let
you
me
will
tell you,
always
let me
find
tell
another
you,
player.
let me tell you. First of all, Klopp system is going, so you can't say with Klopp
Yeah,
system
yeah,
is
we-
going
we-
away.
We didn't know.
No.
we
They
didn't
knew.
know.
They this was always in the works. Like, will Klopp stay on? That's where the whole Liverpool 2.0 came. So you are not sure. Ask United and looking for another Roy Keane. Ask. How long did Arsenal take before they figured out you are never getting another Vieira? You can't just say you are going to get another player. No, you do the math. I think it was a calculated gamble. You take the money. What do you do with the money? And then remember, this deal came very late.
Very late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If this deal came in May, then maybe they have time to think through it. But it came in August. So you're like, what do we do? Yeah, what do we
Pre-season was
do?
about to end.
So do you keep him and lose the top 4? Or do you keep him, figure out a way for a whole season, get your data guy, Mr. Edwards, to figure out who's going to come in, and then now, in the summer, you are ready. So you want to go now, go. The same way with what Brentford knew. Hey, just keep this Tony boy. Let's just keep him with his ban and his betting. Akirudi tu atatusaidia kidogo tu. Unaona tu kidogo. Tushikilie mpaka end of season. Alafu sasa we rethink. I think that was the logic.
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, but I just think they should have cashed in on Salah, because right now he's not going to offer you more. I think the most thing he's going to get you in the market is maybe 50.
But he's still your top scorer, so
Maybe 50.
The Saudis are going to
come on,
splash a
around
lot more.
150 plus.
Maybe 50.
When was the last time you looked at the transfer figures?
Maybe 50.
When was the last? How much? Now I've got a question. How much did Bayern Munich pay for Harry Kane when he had a year left to go on his contract?
I mean, that's Harry Kane.
No. Yeah,
That's the Salah
but
too.
that's the kind of level we are talking
That's
about.
Salah too, yeah.
Salah.
Yeah, that's the
He's-
kind of
he's-
level.
He's old, but then you can see the impact
And
that he's
injuries
had
are
on this
starting
team.
to kick in.
That's no. He's had no.
And he's a star figure, by
It's
the
the
way.
same thing. If they spent, was it 100 million?
No, I don't. It didn't get 100. It was 80 something.
It was something like that. That's the figure you're going to go with.
Because I remember last season it was trying to price out Salah.
Okay, no, for Saudi. I think
Saudi
it's going-
offered around
because
200 and
the
something.
Saudis were desperate.
Yeah, and right now
Liverpool didn't have to sell. Liverpool now
They-
have
they-
to sell.
No, they don't have to sell.
They don't have to. I think
They
it
don't
actually
have
it's
to.
The
going.
new coach,
No.
the new coach is going to have a problem
No,
with
listen,
Salah
they-
if he doesn't sell him.
They don't have to.
You come in and you sell your Salah.
I
You
don't think
keep Salah.
I don't think even Salah.
Slot when he comes in, he has to sell Salah.
No, he doesn't have to.
He still has
Who
a year
says he
left on
has
his
to?
contract.
Yeah.
He still has a year on his
He
contract.
doesn't
and,
have
and,
to.
And I actually think it's a plus on both ends.
Yeah.
Salah
You
would
think
actually
so?
love it
You
to
actually
stay at
think
Liverpool.
Slot can coach Salah?
Of course.
Why not?
No.
Come on.
When we are coaching, what do you need to coach some? Did you think Arteta was qualified to coach Odegaard? Did you think Arteta was qualified to coach any of these guys? He wasn't.
But who was Odegaard?
Oh no, okay. For those of you who may not remember,
Nah,
at
but
age
in
16,
terms-
at age 16, Odegaard was touted as what?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
My point is,
But this is Salah Champions League winner.
no. Kwani how
Premier
many
League winner.
Champions League winners are there?
Hey, this is Salah who has been.
He
in the
has
Golden
won
Boot.
Premier League. You cannot
He's
speak.
not Odegaard.
You cannot speak like Salah has won 10 Premier League titles, so he cannot be coached.
No, but he's been the best player in the Premier League.
Come.
Maybe for the.
No, I don't think
No,
Salah has been the best
no.
player in the Premier League. He's been among the best players in the Premier
been
League.
among.
The best maybe 1 or 2 seasons, but hasn't been the best.
For 2
Kevin De
seasons.
Bruyne,
KDB.
Kevin De Bruyne might
2
have
seasons.
something to say about it. KDB might, in this series where these
5.
guys are winning every day, KDB might have something to say about who's the best player in the Premier League. He certainly wasn't the best player last season. He certainly wasn't the best player this season. He certainly wasn't the best player the season before. So you're going back maybe 3 seasons when he was the best player in the Premier League. I know Salah is great, but he is not the way you are saying. He is not LeBron James. That's the way he's making it sound like I can be coached with who I want. No. He's ako hapa chini kwa kina KD, si ndio?
Yeah.
Yep.
Ako hapo hivyo on the extremities. But also, I think it's a plus also if Salah remains for another year.
Then you lose him for free.
Kwa mbosho yake ako fiti.
Then you
He's
lose
going
him
to
for
get a
free.
huge transfer.
But then again,
But what about the club?
But you see,
The club will be in a good place. You'll always love to have a guy who's been dominant.
You think
for-
the Salah that we're seeing right now next season will be better?
Just for confirmation, Harry Kane was 100
plus.
million euros plus 10
euros.
million in bonuses. For a guy with only a year left to go on his contract. So Salah cannot go for 50 million. Tuache mchezo.
even when you look at the goal scoring charts for Liverpool,
Yeah.
he's the top scorer.
Yeah.
When you look at the second person following him, it's Diogo Jota, who's been injured for the longest period.
And I'm with Sammy.
Remember, Liverpool at that time when Kane was being sold, Spurs didn't want to sell him.
Yeah, what makes you think Liverpool want to sell him? They don't want to sell him.
Of course.
Who says they want to sell him? If they didn't want to sell him last August, why will you want to sell him now?
Just because at that particular time it wasn't the best time.
What is making... No. Elijah, like I keep telling Sammy, let's do this with facts. Last season in August, Liverpool did not want to sell him because, like Sammy said, there was no time to replace. There was no one to replace him with. Now, what would after the season they have had, which they'll finish third, way ahead of schedule, in my opinion at least, why would you as Liverpool think we are so close to getting back to the very top? So now let's sell our best player, our best goal scorer, and then we start again. What would be the rationale behind it? What would Liverpool, Michael Edwards, the data guy, why would he think like that?
Because
I am not...
Number one, Liverpool are not going to get anything if they remain with Salah.
Yeah, all you need to do is give him a new contract. With add a few zeros, add a few thousand of pounds.
If you look at Liverpool and the way they've been operating in the transfer season, when you get to 30 plus, they don't really stay with their players. A good number of them leave.
But James Milner, Henderson, they left at what age?
A good number of them leave when they get to around 30 thereabout.
Okay, let me rephrase that question. How many players have left Liverpool when they still can go somewhere else and do damage? Under Klopp.
I think if you look at Wijnaldum, how old was he when he left?
No. Who can go and do damage? What damage is it done since he left?
I mean, they saw it coming.
Exactly.
We actually
exactly. So they sell when they figure out it's over.
Yeah, and I think
so unless you are telling us that Liverpool are looking at their best player this season and thinking, we think it's over.
I mean, the best player this season has been Van Dijk.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, he's been.
Well, you have a case. You could have a case.
Could have a case.
You could have a case, but the only guy.
Season, Salah has not been firing.
And that's
season, you still saying.
And that's why the results have gone
the
the other way. That's why the results have gone the other way. But we also must remember that before the AFCON, pre-AFCON, this was their best player, and when he was scoring goals, they were winning games.
Absolutely.
So you can rule it out that he's going to come back as the same kind of player in the same vein.
You said he's missed what, half a season? You sure?
No, I'm saying he's not been
after the AFCON.
He's played 29 games. He's played 29 games. He has 17 goals, 9 assists in the Premier League only.
And last season, how many were?
And then
last season.
I'll find them for you. 2022-2023, he played all 38 games, scored 19 goals. So this season, he's played 9 games less.
And the assists?
He's 12. So he's played 9 games less. He's only 2 goals behind and 3 assists behind. And he's missed 10 games this season.
And he's been missing plenty of chances.
That's what I'm saying. No. Now let me go with Sammy. Now let's just go stats. Last season he did 19 goals, 12 assists in 38 games.
Yeah.
This season he's only played 29, but he's on 17 and 9. So if you're a percentage person, which Sammy probably is, he's already doing it in his head. He's had a better season this season than last season. So you cannot sit there and say they look at the stats and they think he's gone. They are looking at it and thinking. They are then looking and thinking, what more can we get from this guy?
And I'm not looking at the stats. But
so what are you looking at?
I'm looking at...
How do you judge a striker, Elijah? How do you judge a striker?
Passe.
No, hold on. How do we judge a striker? How do we judge a striker?
Scoring goals, but I say passe.
How many does he have this on?
But let's look at how he's played since the start of the year. Because that is what I'm judging my judgment on.
So your judgment. So why wouldn't you judge? Why wouldn't you judge the whole season then? Why are you only judging half a season? Why are you not judging from August to now? Why are you only judging the small one?
This is the current form.
But the current form.
And the current form also says that he came off from a hamstring.
So he wasn't on a back injury.
And you're even giving me more points because he's starting to get injured.
No, but
everyone gets injured. Everyone gets injured.
If you look at the past,
unless you're LeBron James again.
If you look at the past 7 years, Salah hardly gets injured.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a player who is starting to get injured more often than before. And
only because he's had 2 injuries. In the 7 so Elijah, you are judging Salah, the whole of Salah based on for 7 years he hasn't gotten injuries, but now he's gotten 2 injuries, one at the AFCON and one after. So you are deciding everything else about him based on the fact that for the first time in 7 years he's gotten 2 injuries. Are you an Arsenal fan really?
I'm trying to tell
are you an Arsenal fan really?
I'm trying to tell you.
And injuries and players.
I'm trying to tell you. How old is he right now?
He's 31.
He's getting older.
32.
So if this
He's
injury
30, but it's the first time he's had it.
he's been playing consistently.
Yeah, but it's
Right.
the first time
So
he's
when you-
gotten it.
When you start
So
getting
you can't
these
use that to
injuries-
judge the whole of his career now.
I'm not trying to judge.
No,
the
but
whole
you
of
are.
it.
You are dismissing everything based
I'm
on the
try-
fact that
I'm trying
he's
to tell
gotten
you-
injured twice.
I'm trying to tell you that this could be the start of something.
Did you watch Van Persie or you are too young?
I watched him.